At 6 in the morning, 7 police cars fully loaded with officers surrounded a family of 4 from different directions. They moved slowly the entire time without turning on their sirens. A group of armed officers with heavy weapons stepped out of the counter-terrorism vehicles. It looked like they were about to arrest a dangerous criminal. Family had just woken up. They had no idea what was happening. The police ignored the woman of the house. They paid no attention to the man of the house. They went straight upstairs to a child's bedroom. After confirming there was no danger, the inspector leading the team showed the search warrant. Then he also entered the child's room. The officer ordered Jimmy to stand up. They realized the child in front of them had already wet his pants from fear. To protect Jimmy's dignity, the inspector still ordered the special forces to lower their guns. He asked Jimmy's father to help him change his clothes. Only after everything was done, did the inspector take Jimmy away and put him into the police car. The confused father had no idea what to do. He could only angrily curse at the officers searching for evidence, accusing them of trying to tear his house apart. After all, facing armed police officers with real weapons, this was the only way he could release his anger. The police car arrived at the station. According to the law, the police station provided Jimmy's family with a free lawyer. At the same time, because the suspect was under 17 years old, an adult had to stay with him throughout the entire interrogation. The inspector told his father, Jimmy wanted him to be the suitable adult. Although the father did not really understand what that meant, he was of course willing to stay by his son's side. This was also the first time the father and son had seen each other since the incident happened. Not long after, the lawyer finally arrived. He briefly introduced himself to the family. Then he met with the inspector. From the police, he learned that the victim was a girl. She was Jimmy's classmate. She was killed at 10:13 last night and died at the scene. There were also scratches found on Jimmy's arm. Obviously, he was a major suspect. But other than that, the police refused to reveal any more information. After understanding the basic situation, the lawyer began discussing the interrogation strategy with the father and son. He warned Jimmy, no matter what method the police used during questioning, as long as it involved what happened last night, or whenever Jimmy was unsure what to say, he should always answer, no comment, if necessary. He and Jimmy's father would speak for him. After thinking for a long time, the father chased after the lawyer. After hearing the lawyer say, the police must have solid evidence, Jack's heart sank, but he never doubted his son. Instead, he asked his son to look directly into his eyes. Son's answer finally calmed Jack's panicked heart. At the same time, the interrogation room was ready. Jimmy and his father were called inside. The inspector immediately asked Jimmy about his whereabouts last night. Seeing that Jimmy was already prepared, the inspector had no choice but to approach from another angle. His no comment answer only made it seem like Jimmy's friends were also suspicious, because if they were innocent, he would not be hiding anything. In the eyes of the police, the words no comment almost sounded like an indirect confession. The inspector seemed to have already gotten the information he wanted. He directly took out a photo of the victim. Jimmy's question made the inspector realize the boy in front of him was not as simple as he thought. He was even quite cunning, so he decided not to waste more time arguing with this boy full of lies. Surveillance footage provided by the police made the lawyer realize this was a very important moment, so he deliberately interrupted the interrogation. But Jack firmly believed his son was not the killer. He clearly did not understand the lawyer's intention. The interrogation continued. The police checked the surveillance cameras around the crime scene. They discovered that Jimmy had definitely encountered the girl. 2 of Jimmy's friends were also with them, but after the 4 of them went separate ways, multiple cameras showed Jimmy following the girl all the way. Jimmy continued to deny everything. The inspector did not push further. Instead, he played a video showing Jimmy arguing with the girl. The time recorded in the video matched the time of the crime exactly. In the footage, the girl pushed Jimmy away and angrily walked off. Then Jimmy stood up and quickly chased after her. The interrogation room instantly fell into complete silence. Looking at his son who had broken down and started crying, Jack, who had been full of confidence just moments ago, now only had shock written on his face. During the morning arrest operation, the officers who stayed behind to search for evidence were looking for the clothes Jimmy wore while committing the crime, and the weapon he used, but they found neither of them. The only thing they found was a pair of sneakers stained with strawberry jam.
What are you doing?
Jimmy did not answer. He just kept crying, as if he was the real victim of this incident. At that moment, the family that was once complete was thrown into the abyss together.